Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Honorable Provincial Minister, Ms. Shahla Raza, Honorable Ambassador, His Excellency Mr. Blom, Honorable Country President of Puan, Honorable representatives from the Provincial Police Department, FIA, Law Department, Social Welfare, Home Department, and all the relevant departments. I'm sorry if I forgot the name of any department. And my very dear every individual who belongs to Puan family, thank you very much for making this occasion wonderful by your presence. I welcome you all for your participation. I hope that for the next 2 days you will be here and we'll be having so many things that will be maybe we need to unlearn, and so many things we'll be learning new things about the trafficking in persons. I'm grateful to the US mission in Pakistan who supported this initiative in collaboration with SSDO, especially in the two provinces, the province of Punjab and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. And we worked with almost every tier of the government in both the provinces, including the parliamentarians. We established the parliamentary working groups to improve the oversight on the implementation of laws related to trafficking in persons, which was made back in 2018. Then we had a provincial departmental stakeholder working groups, which includes every law enforcement agency and as well as other stakeholders. And the purpose was to build the coordination mechanism between the different government agencies to address the issue of trafficking in person. Then we had the district level stakeholders working groups, which were basically formed and build their capacity, that because most of the cases they are reported at the district level, and how a police person, how the social welfare, how the other law enforcement institutions and administrative institutions can play their role at the grassroots level to address the issue of trafficking in persons. Pakistan has remained in the Tier II Watchlist for the 5 times, unfortunately, which is a big question mark on the performance of Pakistan in terms of addressing this issue. In 2018, Pakistan has made a significant progress to address this issue by making the 2 independent laws. One was focused on the Smuggling of Migrants Act 2018, and the other was Prevention of Trafficking Act 2018. In 2018, when Pakistan promulgated these 2 laws, the Pakistan ranking at the global level was improved because the legislation was made. The legislation was made, but unfortunately, that law was not implemented at the grassroots level in any of the province, due to the lack of capacity of the different institutions, due to lack of understanding of the different institutions about the trafficking in person issues. So till 2021, only 6 cases were reported in Pakistan under trafficking in persons law 2018. When we started working on that, when we talked to the police officers, when we talked to the law department, with the home departments, with the other provincial departments and the district departments, they had the response that this is not our mandate to work on the trafficking in person. This is the mandate of FIA. But in 2018 law, it clearly says that this is the responsibility of police and the other district institutions and the local institutions to address the issues of trafficking in person and to register FIR. So after that, the Home Department, I would like to thank FIA and the DG FIA who ensured the participation of all the representatives from all the zones in this conference, and they have already ensured their support to SSDO for all this initiative. FIA take the lead, and they basically made the national tip committee, then there was the provincial tip committee, then there were the district tip committees, whose mandate was that they have to ensure the implementation of Trafficking in Persons Act 2018 and to register the cases under that law. In 2022, yes, Pakistan has made a significant improvement in terms of addressing this issue by registering the FIRs, and I think over 2,000 FIRs were registered across Pakistan during 2022 in all the provinces and across Pakistan. But still, we have started registering the FIRs, but the conviction rate and the prosecution, it's still very weak. There is a need to improve the prosecution about the trafficking cases. There is a need to improve the conviction rate on the trafficking issues. So to address this issue, we basically conducted trainings of judiciary as well in Punjab, Sindh, and at the federal level to sensitize the judiciary to mainstream this issue and to take up this issue. We are also grateful to US mission in Pakistan, who provided us the opportunity we were invited to the US for the exchange program, and we learned the best practices at the United States. We had an interaction with the different law enforcement departments and different other departments who were actually working on this issue. If we talk about 2018 law is basically a victim-oriented law. Which says that this is the responsibility of state to provide the rehabilitation and the protection to the victims who are trafficked by anyone. So, but unfortunately, till now, we don't have the strong mechanism of, addressing the victim issues and for the rehabilitation of the victims, because it needs a lot of resources, and unfortunately, most of the government departments, they don't have that kind of setup to build the new institutions for the victims. So there is a need to develop a kind of system or a mechanism in which we can provide the assistance to the victims and to provide the rehabilitation to bring them to their normal life and to mainstream them to work for the other victims who are basically victimized by the traffickers in the society. Another important thing is that we are already in touch with the FIA and the other provincial departments. There is a need to develop a national hotline. If we compare it with the between the different provinces, the provinces has their own helpline. So if you'll go to Punjab, we have to dial another number to report the trafficking case. If we go to Sindh, we have another number to report the trafficking case. If we go to Balochistan, we have another number. So there is a need to develop a national hotline to make a kind of dashboard that can be, led or controlled by FIA or Ministry of Interior or maybe any of the organization like SSDO, like UNODC, like IOM, like any of the organization who are working on this issue. They can support ICMPD. They can support the government departments to initiate this hotline. And the purpose of this hotline is to ensure the real-time reporting and as well as to provide the real-time services to the victims, to ensure the timely response to the victims who are basically, who doesn't know that where they have to go. There should be a single number, and when they'll be calling, they'll be getting the response of the concerned authorities, and they'll be providing the assistance by the government departments. So another important thing which basically needs to develop is by establishing this hotline, we'll be having a digitization of the data of the trafficking in persons cases. So this is very important because till now we are gathering, since FIA is leading this case, FIA is gathering this data from all the provincial departments, then the provinces gets this data from all the district departments by writing letters to them. So instead of writing letters, there should be a dashboard, there should be a one-click entry of the FIRs and providing the services to the victims and as well as to report these cases to the concerned authorities and to as well as to make them accountable at the district level, that if FIA or the Ministry of Interior wants to make the local authorities accountable, that whether they have provided the services or registered the cases or not, it would be an easy way to provide the services to the victims and as well as to ensure the implementation of the law. We are here for the next 2 days, and hopefully we'll be able to learn so many things. We are also grateful to Dan, Nash, and Kevin, who are American experts, and they have joined us all the way from US for this conference, and I think they'll be joining soon in this conference, and they'll be sharing their best practices and experiences with the with the participants, and the purpose to invite them is to learn the best practices what US is basically adopting to address the issues related to trafficking in persons. We are also having some award ceremony today, because to encourage the participation of youth in the issues of trafficking in person, we organized a competition, inter-university competition between the different universities, and the purpose was to encourage youth to take part and to discuss these issues within their universities. Because when we say children are are the most vulnerable community, women are the most vulnerable community, similarly youth is the most vulnerable community, because youth, most of the Pakistani population is 60% of the population is youth, and when youth will not be having any kind of opportunities, they can easily be trapped or targeted by the traffickers. So we conducted this competition, and one of the university has won that competition, and we'll be giving the award to university as well for the just for the encouragement. And we'll also be having award for the journalist as well, who did good reporting on this issue of trafficking in persons. And one of the journalists from the Sindh is selected to again for the encouragement, to provide the encouragement to the other journalists. We'll be showing a very brief video documentary to you as well about the activities what SSDO has conducted during last 1.5 years in collaboration with the US Mission Pakistan after this speech. And I hope you'll be having a nice stay in Islamabad, and if you need any kind of assistance, my team is here. We are here to support you, to facilitate you, and thank you very much to Team SSDO for their untiring effort to gather you all people here and to arrange, to make these beautiful arrangements. And thank you very much to Puan, Shahid Wasim Saab, and the whole team. Paul, thank you very much to Zach and Catherine for their support to this program. And I hope we'll be having a nice day here. Thank you very much. Pakistan Zindabad.